Hello and welcome, I'm Mystical, this is Mystical Gaming. Grab yourself a cuppa, we're jumping into Watch Your Realms now. We're going to go over some of the updates that are on the Forerunner server, okay? So I had all the updates of the global one, but there's been a couple of extra added things onto the Forerunner server. Hopefully they will come over to the global as well in short time. So it's mostly to do with guild versus guild. Now, when you come into guild versus guild, there's our battle going on at the moment. And if I come down here, where we're looking, this person here, there we go. Right, so they've had a couple of wins and they've had a defeat as well. So when I come up to the battle record here, I can see who's won and who they've lost against. And they've lost against G-Star. Now, you come here, and if they had shared their attack, then you'd be able to copy that attack out there, okay? And if someone hasn't, you can remind them to share. Now, probably the reason they haven't shared is because they've got a level 5 lightning guard, and it's more of a cheesy strap by them because they've got level 5 lightning guard, okay? So they're probably not sharing it because most other people haven't got it, and if we tried that, we'd probably lose against it anyway. So that's probably the reason. But theoretically, if they shared that, then you would therefore be able to use it. So if you went back in, so if I decide that I'm actually going to attack this team, I'm going to attack them here, and when I edit my team, I would come down here and I go to attack plan and click on that, and then I've no plans available because no one on our guild's actually shared any yet. I presume they haven't looked at it on where the button is. Now, make sure when it comes out on global, you know where this is because it's dead handy. Then you can add the code, and then you could paste in there the one that you've just seen from their attack, and then it would line up and do their attack for you. But bear in mind, if I copy G-Star's attack, I don't automatically get a lightning guard of level 5, okay? It would just copy in the heroes he used and then use his attack plan, okay, or use his affiliation. So mine is only level 3 and my affiliation may not be the same as his as well, so I would lose out there. And then if I ran the auto attack, I would be running quite a different team on him. But essentially that's what's there for you, okay? So there's my lightning guard in place there, and it's nowhere near as good as his, okay? So I wouldn't win that, but that's, move me out of the way so you can see it a bit better. There you go, that's the sort of plan behind it. I think it's a nice little feature, so make sure you are using it. So when you've attacked someone, if you've won, make sure you got there and you've got the option then to share your battle plan, okay? So make sure you do, and if you haven't, then just come back in afterwards to the battle records, and then you can come here, you can come here and you can hit the share button there, okay? And if someone's not, then you can hit there and you can remind them to share, and then they get a little message in game. So when you come out and you have a look at them on the friends list, you'll be able to see that they've had a little message to say, "Oh, can you share some stuff?" So there we go, there's the last person we are. I'm watching your Guild War attack replay. Would you like to learn a strategy? Could you share the button? Tap to share, okay? So there you go, that comes up in the chat as well for them as well, and you get that little red icon. So that is the change. Now you're entitled to have a couple of them as well, so it's not just the one. When we come into and we have a look at it, where were you? Down over here, and you come to the attack plan there. So there's all about the feature as well. So you've got a storage plan. Once the code is shared, guild members can import it and use it as attack code. Guild members can quickly view shared codes through the team button next to the sharer's replay. Okay, we saw that earlier. That's where you can go. After copying the code, the plan will be imported into the Demon Soldier's attack plan storage use. Okay, so the planned storage up to 5 attacks per season. When adding a new attack plan at maximum capacity, the oldest attack plan will be replaced, and then it is just the same as you would expect when you do a normal auto attack, okay? Bear in mind, auto attacks can go wrong. Even if you've had one winning, you press auto next time round, it doesn't always win for you. But that is the change, or one of the changes in GVG. So yeah, if people use it, I think it could be good. There we go. So that's one of the changes. Now there are some other changes as well. There's been some others. Now, as always, I normally put up a thing, but I won't bother. I'm just going to read them. I've got them on another screen here. I'm just going to read through them, so we don't miss any. So there's others that I don't really know if anything's changed, because again, due to the transparency of the game, then I can't do that with a straight face. No, right, so the game doesn't tell you what the odds are, so you don't actually know if anything's changed. But theoretically, it is now easier to get demon soldiers from here, okay? So from these drops where you would get demon soldiers, apparently apparently Demon Soldier drops rate in Drake's Chasm have been upped, and that's all they tell you. It says there's an increase to them. Right. Difficulty for Abyss 1 has been lowered, so that got cleared yesterday, so it was double chest reward. I ran 2 teams exactly the same, but I haven't paid a great deal of attention to it, and they didn't do any great damage, didn't do any difference, so I don't know. I probably have to have a look at my team and probably make a proper one up, but there we go. That's what I've done. Now, a couple of other things. Optimize acquisition difficulty for certain demon soldiers. So apparently certain demon soldiers will now be easier to get. Again, with the game's transparency, they've obviously told us exactly which demon soldiers they are and how much easier they're going to get as well. For a croc. It'd be nice if you actually shared this stuff, particularly after the embargo last weekend about the times 20. It'd be nice if you just showed us the drop rates, for crying out loud. You've had long enough, it's not hard. Now, other changes, and I can't do anything about at the moment either, okay? So I can't go back into the Void Rift, or I can go back into it. There's just nothing there for me to actually do when I go in there. But apparently what they say is they optimize the instant victory performance. I don't know what that means. I'm assuming it means you can now turn it off or select whether to do the instant victory or not, or do the fight. So you can now go back to doing guides. Why they didn't do that at the start is beyond me. It was quite obvious, and it was the first thing everyone wrote back about. But there you go, they have now, or it sounds like they have done that now. Now something else, another change. So I'm going to do this one quickly, and I'm just going in the background. So I'm going to pick up Gear Aid 3. Here we go. Now what we've got here, and one of the other changes they've done as well, they've done a change to Gear Aid 3 and to Insignia of the Marksman. Both of these stages now have what they've called as added early wave refresh. Okay, so I'll read you the blurb on it. When all monsters in the current wave are eliminated, the next wave will spawn early, reducing battle duration. Now, this I feel might make your Idril a bit more powerful, so now she's going to be able to spring from attacking one target to the next target as the next wave comes on, while her ultimate's still up. And remember, when ultimate dies off, she gets an extension on the ultimate, and the next wave will be there, so it should be able to start killing as well. So Idril may be a bit more powerful. Also bear in mind, you haven't got the wait time that you might have been relying on for ultimates to build up. Okay, so depending on where you are in the game and what that's like for you, it may be a good thing, it may be a nightmare for you. So go a little bit careful when you first see either Gear Aid 3 or Insignia of the Marksman up, because they have this early respawn time for you as well. Okay, so bear that in mind. Now, this is my first run through with it up. I've just chucked in a couple of heroes. I thought we'll be able to do it with these. I've thrown them down and I haven't given it much thought, but we've just chucked a team together and to see how it goes. And we'll see. So theoretically this will be my fastest clear, I would imagine, assuming that I can get to everyone quickly enough. We're a bit slow on putting him down. It's been a long time since I've had to actually run this, so there we go. That's it, done. Last one down. Come on, die. There we are. Right, so that's it done. Now theoretically we should get the old victory, and we should get the fastest clear. Now whether we're going to start to see fastest clear tables, there we go. I'm at 2 minutes 38, so there we are. One of the other changes we can see now, this will, if you're earlier on in the game, absolutely brilliant. The later on in the game, the less you need it. I probably need it a little bit on my global account. I don't really need it so much here, but what they've done is they have upped the Mythril rewards for these. So you can now see you get 17 to 19 Mythril on 19 and 20, and 21 and 22 is 21 and 23 rewards. You don't get any other rewards or anything else there, and the meteorites that you get haven't changed. But coming up now behind me, we'll overlay this with some actual graphics of what you actually get. So there's a quick look down through all of them. Stages 1 to 11, and then 12 to 22. They're the actual changes that you get on the rewards as well. Okay, so they've all been upped. So the further on you're getting, the more Mythril you're getting now, so you'll be able to make up more artifacts. Okay, so that's a bonus. You won't get more item meteorites to make the artifacts, but you will find it's easier to upgrade them as well. Okay, so that's probably a nice little change going on in the background there. Now the other thing I can't check until Monday is going to be a big day, so I'm streaming on Monday. As always, do a Monday morning stream when the game resets, and then we're back in here. So this is dropped as well, coming soon. So for the Forerunner server, this will drop on Monday. Boom, there she is, the Tower of Deception. So we've got a week start on the Forerunner before it goes to the global. Okay, so we'll be able to have a look at it. I'll do a quick look on Monday morning. I probably won't clear any of the stages on the stream. I want to be able to do a guide on it afterwards. Okay, so we'll start them on Monday and see how far we get, and depending on how quickly it is to do, I will depend on how many stages or levels we get per guide. Okay, so but on Monday morning, so Monday morning stream, I will stream at reset. I would do the void rifts, so that's about 20 minutes. I would do my reforging, so that's probably another 5 or 10 minutes there. Okay, all of that's all good stuff. So about 30 minutes after reset, I would expect to jump into the Tower of Deception. So that's what we're doing Monday, but up until then, please give us a thumbs up, like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the video again soon. Thank you very much for your time. Cheers, goodbye.